DTI fam, what is good? Out here about 3 miles into my run. Was debating if I was gonna make a video on the run or after, but right now got a lot flowing through the mind, so figure why not just pick up the phone and talk to it. This is kind of how these videos started, so it feels very normal and natural. The only thing that sucks is it's so cold that I start to get out of breath extremely quickly. Like, until I pull this phone out, I'm not breathing this hard, but as soon as I start talking, cold air gets in those lungs, and now your boy's struggling a little bit. But want to come on here with run thought. It's more of a reminder. Remember this feeling, and this can be taken in a few different ways. I'm definitely going to touch on a couple of them, but what it means to me right now in the season that I'm in, and more importantly in the DTI 50 right now, is to remember how fucking good this feels. The runs are feeling good, the sleep is feeling great, the food is fueling me, not slowing me down. I talked to my fiance about it last night. I just haven't felt sluggish or run down at all over the last 2 weeks, or 2 weeks into this today, and I've just been feeling good. And this is important because I need to remember the way that I feel and not let myself fall back into old habits or routines when this thing ends. And that's the thing, right? Is like, this thing's going to end. There is an end to the 50 days, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the lifestyle improvements that I've made need to end. And that's really what remember the way this feels, or remember this feeling is really about. Is just being able to remember that this feels way better than any kind of temporary pleasure does. I have made no attempt to hide the fact that I like to go out, I like to drink, I like to eat, I like to hang with friends. But what I've realized over the last 2 weeks is that even when we hang out without these things, nothing really changes. It's just we're so deep into the thought process that, like, this is who we are, this is what we do together, that we just kind of make it our identity. And something that I am making a real effort to detach myself from this year is that lifestyle, I guess, because I don't think it's ever going to go away completely. I do still enjoy it, and I think that there are times and places for everything. So I don't ever want to say, like, oh, it's gone completely, because I don't know how I'm going to feel, but I know that I want to remember this feeling when that stuff does come up. And when I start to get a little off track, I want to remember how good this feels and how quickly I can really get back here, because it's been 2 weeks and I'm feeling greater than I have in some months. So just really remembering that, like, this feeling is so much better, so much better. And on the flip side of that, if you aren't taking on the DTI 50, if you aren't making these lifestyle changes yet, when you wake up and you feel sluggish, you feel tired, hungover, when the foods you're eating aren't pushing you forward, remember this feeling. And remember that this isn't the way that you want to live your life, that you are called for so much more than that, and that you have complete control over the decisions that you make over your life. And the decisions that you do make are going to directly impact the way that you feel and the way that you operate. So remember this shitty feeling, and remember that you don't ever want to be there again. I can't tell you how many times I've woke up feeling like absolute trash, turned around and did the exact same trash habits to just feel worse and worse and worse. And I know I'm not alone in that. I definitely know that. I am one of the people who have done very similar, if not the exact same thing. And a lot of them have felt the way that I feel right now. And for some reason, we get off track and we still get pulled right back into the same bad habits and routines. It's a way of life, but it doesn't have to be. So remember this feeling wherever you are, whatever your goals are, whatever you're trying to do. Remember how good you feel to keep away from the bad stuff, or remember how bad you feel to start making better decisions, because you are always one decision away from completely changing your life. I really firmly believe that. And we're 2 weeks I'm lying. We're only a weekend. We're 2 weeks into the year. I am all over the place, man. But that speaks even more to it, is that it only took a week for me to feel this much greater about it. But I haven't drank all year. That's what it really is. That is where the 2 weeks is coming to play. I'm like, I swear it's been 2 weeks. Yeah, it's been 2 weeks since I drank. But 1 week of the DTI 50, basically 2, but we're just gonna keep pushing through because this is a lifestyle. This is not just a challenge. It's not just a program that we're following. So if you're on this with us, keep fucking going. You got this. If you're not in the community yet, definitely get in there because there's some fire going out all the time throughout the day. And if not, you want to hop on, the program's always open. You can run it anytime, do your own thing. Just reach out to me or Fred and we'll hook you up, man. We are changing lives, our own included, this year. So let's fucking get it, man. Appreciate y'all. See y'all next week. Peace.